Stillwater's own Boomer Lake has been in favored status with local townsfolk and visitors to the Stillwater area since the mid-1920s. Though it's considered small compared to its counterpart Lake Carl Blackwell, Boomer Lake serves several purposes, like cooling the local power plant and providing entertainment and recreation. Boomer Lake has a surface area of 251 acres, a watershed area of 8,954 acres, and shoreline length of 8.6 miles. It also has a shoreline development ratio of 4.17 and a mean depth of 9.7 feet. Boomer Lake is also a hot spot for fishing. The lake hosts many native Oklahoma species, along with the white bass, which is the state fish of Oklahoma. Fish species that call Boomer Lake home include the largemouth bass, hybrid bass, saugeye, channel catfish, flathead catfish, crappie, and many species of sunfish. Fishing and boating is allowed at Boomer, but proper licensing is required. A state fishing license is needed for adults, but kids under 16 do not need a license to fish. The David Lewis Payne Memorial Monument is located in the southwest corner of the grounds. Payne was an American soldier and pioneer. Some consider him to be the father of Oklahoma for his work opening the state to settlement. Payne County is named in his honor. On the east side of the lake, another beautiful monument was constructed. At the end of a peninsula stands the Freedom's Flame, a United States military memorial. This memorial honors all branches of our armed forces. The memorial also lights up at night. Stillwater and Boomer Lake were also a registration site for the first land run held April 22nd, 1889, when Oklahoma Territory's unassigned land opened for settlement. If you're into fitness, Boomer Lake has a 3-mile walking, running, and biking trail. This trail sees quite a bit of traffic throughout the year. Austin Regain, a junior at Oklahoma State studying multimedia journalism, frequents the lake and enjoys what it has to offer.
Mostly I come out here to go out running during the summertime or whenever the weather's nice out. One of my roommates is real big into frisbee golf, and he's got glow-in-the-dark discs, so we'll come out here at night when it's not so hot.
The disc golf is one of the biggest attractions at the lake. It is an 18-hole course with a range of terrain. Some holes have nice open areas, but others, a disc could be lost very easily. Aaron Funkhauser, also an Oklahoma State student, explains what makes a disc so different and unique for disc golf.
These are some of the frisbees that we use for frisbee golf. It's just like regular golf. They're drivers, putters, wedges, chippers, stuff like that. I just use all drivers. If you're good enough, or if you're the kind of people that have to use something different every time. But if just for fun, usually one's fine. A regular frisbee is a lot bigger, it's a lot wider, and it's a lot lighter. These are a lot smaller, if you can tell, and they're a lot heavier than most. They're made for flying a lot farther and for a lot smoother. And if it's windy like this, the wind can catch them and they'll still be fine because they're heavy enough and they're thin and they're small enough. The wind goes right through them. If you throw it wrong, like this one, the wind can catch it, but they're a lot heavier and they're made to take a beating after a while because it is just hardened leather or hardened rubber around the edges. So if you can see with this one, it's got some nice little battle wound.
November 12, 2013, Proposition 1 was shot down by the citizens of Stillwater. This bond would allow the city to construct and equip a sports facility in the vicinity of Sanger and Richmond Roads, as well as to construct and equip an outdoor amphitheater, boardwalk, parking area, and lakefront development at Boomer Lake Park. For the proposed sports facility, this proposition would allow the city to construct and equip baseball, softball, and soccer complexes to include approximately 16 to 18 baseball and softball fields and 8 soccer fields and attendant facilities. The facility, located in the vicinity of Sanger and Richmond Roads, would be capable of hosting state and regional competitions. The improvements to be undertaken as part of this bond would include, but are not limited to, lighting, parking areas, concessions, and restrooms. This part would have cost an estimated $15 million of the Proposition 1's $20 million question.
Honestly, I think a boardwalk would be really legit. We could use more stuff out here at Boomer. I mean, there's quite a bit to do on your own, just like running, walking, and stuff like that, but I mean, we just got so much room to add on or build more things out here. I think another dock somewhere over there would be cool besides the one they got out over here. Aside from that, I can't think of much else they could add on to Boomer. Maybe some more picnicking areas or stuff like that.
For the proposed lakefront development, the improvements to be undertaken as part of this bond would allow the city to construct and equip projects at the southwest corner of Boomer Lake Park. Projects would include, but are not limited to, a multi-purpose outdoor amphitheater with seating for approximately 2,500 people and a parking area and a lakefront boardwalk that would accommodate specialty shops and water recreation opportunities. The lakefront development site is at the southwest corner of Boomer Lake Park. This project would have cost $5 million of the Proposition 1's $20 million question.
You know, that's probably great in some cities, and other places kind of like Stillwater, how it's open. Not really. Maybe not. Nah, so something that big doesn't kind of belong out here. I mean, it's much of a nature reserve. It's not really meant for something like that. It's not meant to bring tourists. It's meant for families and just for the city to have something to pride in themselves of having their own lake just right in the city, so people can come out here for fireworks, family enjoyment, picnics, stuff like that. So I think something like that doesn't belong here in Stillwater. Maybe in other towns, yes, but not here.
Boomer Lake for years to come will always be a fixture, not only to the Stillwater area, but for its citizens as well. Will there be more developed amongst the grounds? Only time will tell. But as long as the lake keeps providing for the people, the citizens of Stillwater will continue to make it a premier spot in the city.